for the week of May 26th, 2025. You know what? I realized I forgot to do Capricorn and Sagittarius horoscope for this week, and it's going to be okay. You know why? Because I'm an astrologer and I know how to read the stars. So, anyways, okay. So here we go, bitches. Dami ni Patres sa pili ng Julius, gracias, pues. Oh my gosh. Ah! So, okay. So make sure to like, subscribe, share. I am available for readings this week, $20 email readings based on your date of birth, time, and place. I might get this disconnected this week because I had to fix my truck last week and I couldn't work. So I need to pay my bills. So if you like to donate or get an email reading, it's $20 question. And I do the monthly horoscope month of June. What's coming up there is $50 based on your date of birth, time, and place, and the tarot um, as well. And then if not, then I'll back on June 5th to do the horoscopes. Yeah, because I had to pay a lot for I had my starter on the car, the sensor demagnetized, so we had to fix that. Then that it got fixed. Then that didn't start the car. So then the fuel pump, the one of the electrical cords from the fuel pump to the relay died. It didn't work. Wasn't giving any energy. So then we had to he had to like get a new wire and then attach that wire to the fuel pump. So now it's driving like it's a luxury car. So, anyways, but yeah, it's been a shitty time for me. But anyways, so Saturn now is conjunct with Neptune. You do have a stellium in your fifth house. So there's a lot of activity going on in the fifth house. What does that mean for you? For a lot of you here, this is a beautiful energy time period to be in a leadership position. This is a great time. I'm gonna have to do that too, Nina. So I'm gonna be borrowing electricity from work. So, you know, but it is what it is. So I'm borrowing my electricity from work at this time. And yeah, it is what it is. So this is a beautiful energy time for a lot of you here because Uranus sextiling Saturn at this time with your second and sixth house. So, and then also Pluto is trining Saturn at this time with your third and sixth house. So this is a beautiful time for some of you. Some of you could be Saturn in the fifth house is leadership positions. So for some of you, you could shift supervisor or you could become a manager here as well. Other people you tend to get along with at this time with this energy as well with this energy. So this could be a time of deliberate and calculating changes. Some of you could be starting your own business at this time and coming up with money making ideas with this energy here. The fifth house improves on innovation. Your business could be updating yourself with the latest and greatest in technology. With this energy, some of you could be trend starters, trendsetters, but you can find that this is going to be a very energy time for you while Saturn is direct. When Saturn goes in retrograde, not so much so, you're going to find that Saturn here, you're going to find that other people will be challenging you and testing you during this time period with this energy. So you find that you have a lot of support and helping hands ready to help you with this energy here. Now, a beautiful thing also that's coming up is Venus is also conjunct with Chiron, and Chiron and Mars are conjunct with together at this time with this energy here. So again, not Mars, Eros. So Eros is the god of war. So the beautiful energy where you can be like more in a leadership position, have more influence over other people in fifth house energy here as well. So you could also be taking on the matriarch or the patriarch of your family at this time, and people tend to go along with what you want with this energy, or they tend to listen to you like your word is spoken truth. Okay, it's a beautiful energy time for you to have influence over others for growth. You could experience a lot of growth with career during this time period as well. Mars in Leo is still not well aspected this week as well, and it's to get worse because it's about to ready to square Uranus in your sixth house. Okay, and so this is in your ninth house, Mars is. So this is ego reigns. So this is not the best time for relationships or fighting with those in authority. You could find that those in authority can be pushing your buttons, be very argumentative with those in authority and with men. You can find them tend to want to challenge you, even if you're another dude. and a straight dude, you could find that, let me see, I'm trying to see my algorithms here. You could find that other people are challenging you and testing you, or it's really hard for you to get your way with certain people. So there's a lot of opposition. There could be a lot of jealousy at this time. Do your Sagittarius thing. You know how y'all are, how you guys like kind of like fall and just be like, okay, and are very much aloof to all the jealousy and all the crap that's going on around you, and you're just doing your job. So focus on the things that you can control, on what you're doing, your work, and let the haters hate at this time with this energy here. Okay. There's most certain people like men to go and listen to you, because you could find that they're going to be chatting you constantly with this energy. Also, you may have a lot of lessons with transportation at this time, because Mars deals with transportation. Not the best time for travel. You can be accident prone with this energy. You can have less with the law at this time, or INS. So stay on the right side of the law with this energy here as well, and pick and choose your battles with others. You're very much stuck in your ways. Thinking with this energy is kind of like my way or the highway kind of attitude. And this is not the best time to go and testing relationships. Now, you do have a stellium with new moon on the 27th in the sign of Gemini here as well. Okay. So you benefit through other people. This can also be a popular energy time for you, but also what's going on here, you're going to idealize a lot of your relationships. So the people, now Uranus trining Saturn. So at this time, the people that are coming into your life, these are going to be long-term relationships, for better or for worse. They're coming into your life. They're going to be long-term relationships at this time with this energy. So these people coming in have a reason and a season. Now, Mercury is in Gemini in your seventh house. So guess what? You're focused on more on your social life at this time with this energy, your people skills. And then this is a great time for the media and social media. But also, this is a time where people from last year that you had a falling out with, because North Node and South Node were in your fifth and 11th house. So it's kind of like a revolving door full. They're coming back into your life with this energy here. So it's kind of like you allowing bygones to be bygones with this energy here. This can turn into friendships with this energy, or they can go back to being long-term relationships. It's a good time for just people being to you. You can be more about your social life. People in your life are making it a point to reach out to you and communicate with you during this time period as well. This is a great time to mingle if you're single with this energy. Now, the person coming into your life could be a person that doesn't want children, or they already had kids and now they don't want kids. So you may hear that discussion come up while you're dating. So that's how you could tell this person that's coming into your life, there's going to be a significant age difference between you and this other person. Okay. Also, this is a time where you benefit through other. This is a great time for word of mouth for some of you here with this energy. A lot of symbiotic relationships are going on here. So you could be hiring others, or this could be dealing with social services during this time period, helping you and make things happen for you during this time period. Okay. But this is a time of new love. So by the 27th or in the next weeks, there should be a new love. Some of you, this could be proposals happening. So it's a great time for contracts and negotiations with this energy. This could be a great time for collaborations. New business partnerships are going to be forming, and these are going to be long-term relationships that are going to be coming into your life at this time with this here. So this is a very beautiful energy time as well. You could be finding that people are very giving to you and helping you get back on your feet during this time period with this energy. Alrighty. So then let me see. I'm just kind of like going through it. So on the 28th, and you do still have that stellium in your 12th house. All right. So know that. The earth is in your first house at this time with this energy here. So I feel like you can feel very restless for change during the period. Alrighty. For some of you, you could be reevaluating your career at this time, but career should be doing well, because Uranus is really well aspected at this time in your sixth house. Uranus trining the South Node at this time. Uranus sextiling Saturn at this time here. So this is a very auspicious time for you with business and career. For some of you, this can be a career change happening. Okay. So some of you this week, can begin a new job at this time. For others of you, again, I feel like a raise motion is going to be happening, or you could be moving up in the ranks with this energy. This is achievement, recognition, achievements coming your way with this energy. Your body impressed with what you do at this time because you think outside the box. There's a lot of stability coming with career as Uranus is leaving your sixth house at this time, and it's at 27 degrees. So some of you actually have it in your seventh house. It's getting ready to go into the sign of Gemini here as well. So this could be very beautiful time for career change or a bit more of stability coming into your life in regards to career as well. All righty. Let me see. Then on the 29th here, we do with your ninth house, with your eighth house, and your 12th house here. So you benefit through other people at this time with this energy. You can be relying more on your intuition with this energy as well. For some of you, this could be good with court coming up, or you could find like you're clearing out your debts at this time with this energy here. You still got a little bit of lessons with money, so there could be unexpected extras coming up this week for you as well. But again, you benefit through other people, and people are helping you and helping you grow or helping you get back on your feet. So this is you being in a more stable position in regards to money here. Okay. I feel like for others of you, this could be a time of important communication and negotiations are highlighted. So this could be dealing with court and making arrangements with people with this energy and kind of like getting a second chance or an opportunity to pay whatever bills that need to be paid. Okay. This is dealing with legal matters this week. Contracts, accounting issues could be coming up as well. Also, a great time for business picking up because your eighth house is very well aspected at this time with this energy. So there's a beautiful energy time for that. All right. I wish I, uh, I've been so busy. And then the North Node in the fourth house is also well aspected too during this time period, focusing more on home and property. So, property matters, housing, that could be a bit more stable during this time period as well. Juno is really well aspected with the fourth house and the 12th house. So, this tells me that there's a soulmate coming up here, and this person could be either a Gemini or this person Pisces or an Aries. It just depends what's going on with your North Node, but more than likely this person going to be a Pisces or even an Aquarius. Okay, so I feel like coming up here as well. Then Pluto is very well aspected. Trust your intuition. You can be at the right place at the right time with this energy here as well. Again, you benefit through other people during this time period. Pluto's trying on this week. You may form again important relationships that are going to be very lasting with powerful individuals, and these people are going to help you start businesses or start your creative endeavors for you with this energy. I feel for some of you here that this is also a time of transformation, so this could also be, you know, bittersweet, but whoever whatever has to leave your life, let them leave your life. Your partner can also be going through some changes or making life happen for them. So you may benefit other people or through mom and dad during this time period, but you are going to be given a position of authority this week, a position of leadership this week as well. This is triumph over adversity coming up for you. Now let's see what's coming up in the cards for you. Okay, hold on. Because I Sagittarius and Capricorn, but I did everybody else. I don't even know how the hell I skipped you two. So, but anyways, make sure you keep me busy with those readings. And then if you do paper reading and I don't get back to you, then June 5th I will. That's when I get my paycheck because like I said, I got a job. And I had to spend a lot of money on the damn car. It seems like May is not my month because last year too, I do my astrology for myself as well. And May last year wasn't my month, and it seems like May this year isn't my month. So now in April, I'm always going to prepare for the month of May because it just doesn't seem to want to work for me because of Mars and Leo. Oh gosh, I can't. I can't. My planets are not out of work. It's just that, ugh, I don't know. Anyways, the first card I come up is the Hangman card. Indecisions are coming up, something heavy on your mind. Now, you're really not so to jump into anything because you have a stellium in Scorpio in retrograde, and then you have a bunch of planets in Cancer with this. Hi, Fausto. So you can find that there's like a lot of like delays at this time. Juno in retrograde, there could be delays in growth for some of you here. So even though I see it, this could also be learning to grow or learning new things during this time period. But some of you are going to be learning to grow or getting a raise or a this time, but you're going to be learning. Okay. The Three of Coins does talk of growth. Alrighty. So like I said, there could be delays there because Juno and planets in your 12th house are in retrograde. at this time with this energy. But everything is happening. You just have to be patient for everything. And then on top of that, what's nice about this energy for right now, we have this window of opportunity with Saturn in the fifth house, and it's stationary. So this energy here of growth that I'm seeing is still there, and it's going to be there after July 10th. And then the planets go into retrograde in November. The Ace of Cups, I do see emotional validation here. You could be calling a situation before it happens. This could also be you trusting your intuition here as well. Or if you thought somebody had a crush on you, they do. And now you two could be talking and the person could be validating that. The Six of Cups, you can be sentimental about the past with this energy as well. For some of you, this could be also opportunities to go back to your old job if you choose. So that could be there too. The Justice card, ending karmic cycles with this energy here as well. So certain things may no longer apply in your life at this time, or this could be also a challenging week with. So be careful with your financial situation and expect unexpected expenditures, or ninth house, because ninth house is not well aspected. There could be dealings with legalities at this time, like with Popo, like with other legal documents you have to deal with. So that's what I mean by legalities. It could be anything like social services, and stuff like that, and getting like your paperwork in with this energy. So this could be the ending of those challenges and those obstacles coming up. But first, before we leave, let's hit you with that boom lightning bolt and make your life seem like it's worse than what it is. And then everything after that will be as white as rain. And it's like, wow, bitch, because that's what I see coming up for you. So just be prepared for that. So don't go crying Argentina or trying to jump off a bridge. Be like, life sucks, because it don't. You're just ending a cycle, and it's a house getting planted back onto the ground. Some of the windows are going to break. Some of the floors might fall off, especially if it's a two-story house, you know. So yeah, so some things may crack along the way, but know that, it's not a bad thing. It's just that it's endings. Okay, so the universe is turning you around. The High Priestess card, your intuition, emotional validation is coming up, but you got to touch it, see it, and believe it. So you could be having like an anxiety attack this week because you got to touch it or to believe it, and it's gonna be all right. I promise. Okay, even though it don't look like it right now, but it's gonna be all right. Okay, so know that. Alrighty. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm at 3,925 subscribers. So please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers, trying to grow this channel. Alrighty. So I would appreciate some love energy. All right. So thank you. For some of you, you can be reconnecting with an ex. Alrighty. Or somebody that you had a crush on. Some of you, I feel like the no contact be reconnecting with you this week as well. Expect to hear an unexpected message from somebody from your past. Okay. Or even an enemy could be made a friend this week with this energy. The Knight of Swords, I feel like this could be a busy energy time for you as well. With next few weeks, or even this week, you could hear a message from this person here. I feel like for some of you here, this is a time of wisdom or receiving wisdom, free advice, best advice at this time. You're overcoming your obstacles. You're very determined now to make things work for you with this energy here. For some of you, like there's going to be a new love, but you already know this person, and they're really going to come in very sudden and unexpectedly. Okay. So yeah, so expect that. The Ten of Coins, an emphasis on money. Also, your money situation could be changing very quickly with this energy. So this is a beautiful time for money. This is a beautiful time for dealing with legality week. So legal matters and stuff like that could be going in your way at this time's energy here. So I do see that coming up for you. The Six of Wands. I feel like some of you here, you could be dealing with an international lawyer as well, or you could be an activist with this energy here. So some of you who are over 50, you could be in activism with this energy during this time period. So I do that. The Ten of Cups, I do see you happy on a financial level and an emotional level. So there's more money coming to you. This could also be business picking up during this time period as well with this energy. So I do see that. The Two of Coins, burning candles at both ends of the stick for some of you. Some of you, I hear that you're the jack of all trades. Okay, so you're very good. You know a little bit about everything with this energy, or how to do everything with this energy. So I also feel like that is coming up for you. this week. Okay. The Seven of Coins, something heavy on your mind, but you're not going to do anything about it this week. Some of you, you're not trying to visit certain responsibilities or you're trying to avoid certain responsibilities at this time. I do see a lot of anxieties and worries and making mountains out of molehills with this energy. So try to let go of that. It's change. Change is not easy, but you got to pay the piper sometimes. So eventually the piper is going to come up and catch you. So if you're not paying your car insurance or dealing with your suspended driver's license and things of that nature, Mars is not well aspected. I suggest that you go driving in your car this week because you could find that Popo is looking for you about your suspended driver's license. Okay. The Seven of Wands, certain things to process. I do see a victory coming up in legal matters for you as well. Some of you may not be getting along with other family members during this time period as well. So you could be fighting with mom, like always and every day. So mom could be the focus. I do see financial setbacks, like I said, with this energy. The Eight of Coins, I do see you throwing your work at this time and trying to recoup your money, which you will this week's energy. So I do see that coming up at this time. I do see on the job training, some of you are going back to school with this energy. For others of you, you're loving up or you're loving your job at this time with this energy. The Five of Swords, I feel like whatever good coming up now, you tend to keep it secret and to yourself and you put people on a to know basis. This could also be secret lovers coming up at this time with this energy. And not because you're having an affair, some of you may, but it's because you don't want other people to know because, for me, it's more of an evil eye thing and I don't want people to evil eye my relationship, so I don't talk about it. So it's kind of like that kind of situation going on. The Page of Cups, I feel like for some of you here, this could be dating during this time period as well. So I do see that happening. The Eight of Swords, I feel for some of you here that this could be a time where you're more about your financial responsibilities. You're more about creating financial stability for yourself with this energy. So you could be very tight-fisted with your money. There could be delays on paying certain payments at this time because when you're good and ready, you'll pay it. For others of you, stay on the right side of the law. Some of you, you could get into a car accident this week, and especially if you don't have insurance, that could cause you may have like a lot of karma with this individual. So I would be careful with driving the car this week. You can be accident prone. It could end up being your fault as well. For others of you, stay on the right side of the law this week with this because the ninth house is not well aspected at this time. Alrighty. So be very careful while driving this week because you could be playing bumper cars with everybody. I do see haters are going to hate at this time with this energy, but remember, haters are your motivators. And I saw this in the astrology as well. For others of you, expect the unexpected. There will be thrown in your way this week, and it could be with the car. So the car either needs to fix this week, like me, or stuff like that. So know that, righty. For others of you, not the easiest time with home life or family life at this time. Some of you, not all of you, you could be very sensitive at this time, or this could be dealing with betrayals with this energy. And for some of you, this could be dealing with theft. Okay. So somebody could be stealing from you. So be careful. Mars not well aspect again in the ninth house. So you could get hacked this week with this editor. Somebody could be stealing money from you, especially family could be stealing money from you, or you could get hacked by hackers this week online and they could be stealing money from you with this. So this would be a great week to kind of protect yourself with your bank and make sure that your bank not attached to any of like your Facebooks, your TikTok, like disconnect that shit, okay? Because the hackers are out. So if they are, just try to disconnect your shit away from your bank account. The Four of Wands, I see that for some of you here, you're dealing with somebody that's married or is seeing somebody. So I see somebody that's emotionally unavailable, but they want to come into your life and they give you signs that they do like you, but they're in a relationship. The Ten of Swords, I do see you starting over in certain areas of your life and kind of like picking up the pieces of your life during this time period as well with this energy as during this time. So I do see that happening here with this energy. I feel like your dumb luck is going to end this week as well, especially with dealing with other people here. So pays your battles, allow cooler heads to prevail at this time because I feel like certain things could have escalated and went the wrong way and went really left for you. But if you listen to me and you just have a level of shut the hell up, you'll find that it won't escalate or go there. And, people watching you would be like, it could have gotten a lot worse. You do prefer to be by yourself at this time with this energy here as well. That's the Saturn in your fifth house, and then Pluto in retrograde. So you tend to be more in hermit mode at this time. For others of you, even though you're going through it at this time, you don't sweat. You don't allow other people to show, you don't show emotions at this time. So this may or may not be a good thing, especially when it comes to love relationships, and especially if you're going through it with this could be a situation here where you're trying to hold your cards, close, you're being secretive at this time, and you're not being vulnerable to this person. So this person is kind of driving this person a little bit batshit crazy because you're any feeling. You're not crying, you're not emotional, you're not nothing. And it's like, damn it, give me a tear for Christ's sakes. And it's like, if you stay in here, I will freaking kill you. And it's like the tear goes back up. It's like you are not trying to give this person no satisfaction of a cry. So, yeah, it's like that. You guys are mean. Also, you tend to be a bit more pessimistic here. So, I think it's because whatever wrench is coming up is really going to piss you off at this time of energy and really make you disconnect. For others of you, you need to be careful with your spending this week because after that comes unexpected expenditures with this energy here as well. For some of you, your values, wants, needs, and desires are changing because you're losing interest in something that you used to be interested in or used to love at this time. For some of you, this is just growing up and you're no longer like that video game and stuff like that, or you no longer like the mocha from Starbucks anymore. That kind of thing is going on. So you're changing. That's all that means. I feel for some of you here, even though you keep a lot to yourself and you're very vulnerable, but you don't show it. A lot of deep insecurities that are coming up at this time with this energy here, thanks to South Node and Pluto in retrograde. And, they want you to be vulnerable, but you're fighting that vulnerability at this time with this energy and showing that everything's all right when everything is not really all right. You're just trying to make shit happen at this time. The Four of Coins, you're definitely about your stability and your financial support at this time with this energy here. Alrighty, expect things to be a process. You do have like a lot of coin cards in here with this energy. So don't expect things to happen very quickly. So things in your life until like July 10th, then things start to really take off and start moving forward. So this could be a time of like kind of like everything like upgrading yourself. See everything as an upgrade, everything that's breaking down around you, it as an upgrade with this energy because it's preparing you for what's to come. In the next 2 months. So this is just like June could be representing new beginnings for you as well with this energy. Okay, so that could be happening this week. Alrighty. Let me see. I think that's it. I do feel like for some here that you are delving more into your spirituality and you do have like a church or a religion that you join every week. The devil card, you're definitely super secretive at this time with this energy and not saying much to others. There is endings coming up for you. Some of you could be getting a divorce. Some of you could be getting kicked out of situations here. Some of you, I do see a computer hacker or con artist coming up or somebody that's going to do tracks on you. So be careful for those of you who do readings. They could be, you could be getting a charge back this week with this energy. So I do see that coming up. And I do see that you could be dealing with Scorpio energy as well. So be careful with the Leos and Scorpios because all is not what it seems. And they give you half troops or they give you a lot of lip service and they tell you what you want to hear. Okay. The Four of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely about your stability and your financial security at this time. You're not so quick to jump into anything new. Do your research during this time period as well with this energy. The Five Coins, and I'm hearing take your time. So don't be so quick to jump into to anything new. The Five Coins, I feel like whatever decision that you're going to make, there's no going back on that decision that you're going to make. So know that, okay? Six of Coins. I feel like for some of you here, you need to be careful with sob stories. Somebody's going to catfish you out of your money. Alrighty. So you need to be careful with sob stories, even though my sob story is true and I can pull up the damn receipts if you want. Okay. But somebody is definitely lying to you and not telling you the truth. Okay. Be careful with family members that ask you for money because it could be a situation here where it's like their mom or somebody else gave them money and then you find out that they had like a lot of money anyways and they wanted to go buy shoes with your money or something. Okay, so you may find a new pair of sneakers on their feet this week because thanks to. So be careful with this energy here and who you give your money to. Be careful of the sob stories and stuff like that. All is not what it seems. So some people can be very manipulative. Coworkers can be very manipulative because there's going to be a lot of graduation parties or people don't feel like going into work, whatnot. So that could also be happening too. And they could be lying about that. Next thing you know, you hear how everybody was at a party, and meanwhile, this person is in the gram with their picture taken, and it's like, oh, so yeah, just be careful with that. The temperance card, I feel like this is a time period where you're working on yourself with this energy here and taking care of mind body consciousness at this time. And the Five of Cups, this would be a great time to delve in creativity because you may not be very happy and kind of going through a depression at this time. Also, just like me, be careful of delving into lack consciousness, okay? As above, so keep the energy positive at this time with this energy here. I see money worries happening here as well in diving into lack consciousness. And it's because I feel like I'm hearing a few things aren't going your way right now. Okay, that doesn't mean next week they will change because they will. All right. Oh, thank you. All right, Deandra. I look forward to your reading. All righty. Um, like I said, today I'm on. So if you want to go ahead and do it today. If not, if I get to it tomorrow, God willing, God willing, I'll get to it tomorrow and stuff like that. The June $50 monthly horoscope is basically like a 6-month report, but without the auspicious numbers and the inauspicious numbers is what she's talking about. And it's based on the tarot. And what I do is that I take and then all the astrological events that are happening for this month, I do it based on your day of time and place. And I do that for every month. One of my members started doing that with me, even though I gave her a yearly, right? And then she was like, everything that she said came true. And now so it's like more like for her, it's like an in-depth thing. I don't know, but she loves it. So I do yearlies and 6-month report as well. Those have the auspicious numbers and the inauspicious numbers. So like, for example, like Mars is not well aspected, so then you can avoid or prepare financially for what is coming up so you don't fall into the trappings during this time period. Okay. So it helps you. And then it helps you because a lot of you have interceptions. So it's like, oh, you want to blame Uranus. Well, guess what? Uranus is in your third house. So now it has nothing to do with your money situation. So it's kind of like that. You get to avoid these aspects. Anyways, keep me busy with those readings, please, God willing, because ugh, it works. He could have scammed me, and he was a good guy. Loved it, and he worked with me and I had to spend all my money on that. So now I got to recoup all my money and then this month next month is going to be a way much better month for me. Thank God. Thank God because Saturn's in my house even though it's kind of when Saturn's in retrograde I'm screwed. So I got to save my money up to November and then get screwed in November, December. So that's going to be probably my down, but I have a second job, you see, so then it's going to help me. So I'll be fine. So anyways, show your love and support. Guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Go on to Capricorn. And I did not prepare Capricorn stay either. So yeah, so we'll see how I do. But I'm good at reading charts anyways. So anyways, love you guys. Show your love and support. Right now I'm at 3,925 subscribers. I'm trying to make it to 4,000 subscribers. So thank you for everyone who has. I appreciate you and kisses. Mwah.